There's probably nothing that I can say about Japan's love for trains, robots, and trains that transform into robots that has not already been said. The Transformers has already had several train robots over the years, so it stands to reason that its cousin the Brave series should have a show based entirely around that idea. 1993's Brave Express Might Gaine gave us one of Okawara's best designs in the series, and the Super Robot Chogokin line finally pays tribute to it with this release. The base figure stands 14 cm tall and does not separate it into its component trains. The sculpt is gorgeous and the paint apps are damn near perfect. The feet and the back of the lower legs comprise the bulk of the metal content. The remaining metal is contained in the hip joints, which give the figure an incredible amount of leg articulation. The arms, of course, are no slouches either, as everything is double-jointed and the shoulder sockets can swivel outward slightly in two directions. Not surprisingly, the hip joint is nothing to write home about, even with its ability to lift up a bit at the stomach to allow more bending. The feet can be popped outwards to allow more movement. The thrusters on the back can swivel up and down, but unfortunately mine had a minor seam on the side. Might Gaine comes with the usual pairs of closed fists, open palms, and holding hands. It also comes with a finger-pointing right hand for those moments when Maiden needs to be a badass hero or an angry train conductor. The hands mount on a double ball-jointed wrists, so be careful you do not pop off the middle joint when changing hands. Might Gaine comes with an alternate face without the mouth plate. Generally, a Brave robot having its mouth plate blown off signifies an iconic "oh crap" moment of the show, unlike the normal mouth that other Brave robots usually have. However, Might Gaine has an indiscernible black surface which only viewers of the show will recognize as the cover for the cockpit where Maida sits. There's also a spare soft pair of bunny ears for the head. Might Gaine does not come with any effect parts for his different attacks, but he comes with several versions of his trademark Dou-Rin-Ken sword. Unfortunately, the plastic they're molded in is a bit soft for some reason and will no doubt be prone to warping with time. For starters, we have the plain silver version and the golden powered-up version for when Might Gaine uses his Ichimonji Jiri finisher. Additionally, the figure comes with an extra golden sword that can be dual-wielded or connected to any of the other swords using a double-sided handle. This, along with the alternate face, is meant to allow fans to replicate the final scene from the show where a battered Might Gaine pulls out two Dou-Rin-Kens and finishes off the final villain in dramatic fashion. The last version is an interesting piece. It's a perspective shot accessory basically meant for photographers, with the idea being that you shoot the figure from a certain angle to make the sword look much longer than it actually is. The gimmick is certainly more interesting than the static effect parts that came with older Revoltech figures, and at worst you still have a functional sword accessory with exaggerated proportions.